I also wanted to delve a little deeper with the unconditioning process. There's another difficulty there, right? Trusting yourself to accept your perception of how you view stuff because you've been so bombarded your whole life with a certain idea about stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, trusting yourself. Mm, it becomes so much easier when you are not taking too much credit for your thoughts. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you it's not even a process of trusting yourself. For me, once I do my prayers and I ask to be made a vessel in a particular situation, then it's more about me trusting my devotion than trusting myself, you know? And if you have a devotional practice, if you're doing yoga, if you're very committed to being in nature, if you're very committed to your health, either one of these things you can lean on for your deepening your faith, you know? So I look at it like that. I just focus more on my faith.
All right, you spoke about some experiences earlier, right? I have a question here. Have you ever had a journey where psychedelics brought up grief, pain, or a hidden truth you didn't know you were holding? How did you process that experience?
Yeah, it does almost every time. And that's what we want. Like we want to be made more aware of what we can't see. And typically the things that are hiding are grief and pain and the things that are a little bit uncomfortable. I think how I integrated it is the most important part of it, though, because one of the things that I focus on as an advocate and as a support in the psychedelic space is that integration is key. Oftentimes, when we're having experiences and we come into our awareness, we become a bit overpowered, or sometimes we're just empowered and we make very, very rash and impulsive decisions, and then we're forced to pay the consequences of it. Like, for example, say you've been living a little bit out of integrity and you need to be honest with yourself about some things. You take a medicine journey, a psychedelic journey, and you start to become more aware. What oftentimes happens that I see in this space is that people will become aware and then go and do an action that follows that awareness immediately. Why this is a bit of a problem is because you haven't integrated enough to know how to fully act without causing, harm to yourself and the other people involved. Sometimes you going and immediately quitting your job before you have enough money saved up has some harsh consequences on you. And then you want to blame the plant medicine for it, you know? So just taking a second to realize that the job may not be for you and that it's time to make a shift, but not being so quick to act on it.
Do it in a realistic manner. Do it in a realistic manner.
Exactly.